Today, I will be platinuming Ghost Runner 2. Ghost Runner 2 is a really unique game. You can wall run, ride a motorcycle down a massive building, use a grappling hook, get eaten by a giant sandworm. Most important part, chop people in half.
Yo. This guy got cooked.
Now, before I would start telling you all the trophies and the game about it, I would usually tell you like the storyline or the plot so you can follow along while I'm playing the game, but I don't know the plot either. So I platinumed the first Ghost Runner, which, you know, if you're gonna play second game of a franchise, you should probably play the first one. And I did platinum the first Ghost Runner just like over 6 months ago. So I really had no idea what was going on going into this. So, and also I still don't know after finishing the game, so you're just gonna have to. But basically, in a short, uneducated summary, we play as this Ghost Runner named Jack, and a Ghost Runner is, well, he's a Ghost Runner. Basically, we're part of this group called the Climbers, who basically just want to make the world a better place. And we don't like these people called the Ashura, they're bad guys. And yeah, that's basically it. And we get our first trophy as soon as we open the game. Hold L1 to block attack. First time. Die for the first time. Okay. The first level is basically just getting us used to all the controls again, and basically just a tutorial level. But the next level throws us straight into our first boss fight. This boss fight isn't very hard, but when we get into like 3/4 of HP left, we get knocked out like across the whole map. But then we get saved by this dude with a jetpack, and his name is Bakunin. And I'm sure you didn't know, but this guy's from the first game, and we actually had to fight him, but now he's on our side in this game. After getting a trophy for beating him, he just ends up killing himself. After the fight, we head back to HQ, where we can upgrade ourselves and get new stuff, and we meet some people: Saul, Zoe, and Connor, the leader of the Climbers. We also get a trophy after leveling up. In the next mission, we pick up this hacker, Kira. She'll be helping us throughout the whole story after we bring her back to HQ. Kira also tells us about this mini game she made, which we will do at the end of the playthrough to get another trophy. In the next level, we pull up on this weird pixelated dude, and he pulls us into his like computer realm, and we have to fight him. And if you're wondering what this computer realm is or whatever, just search it up on Google. I'm sure you'll find something. Now, this boss fight against him was extremely difficult, because not only was it very hard to know what was going on with everything going on, but the parkour itself was just very difficult. Now, we got 3 trophies in this level. One for beating him, another trophy for completing a level without blocking, and the third trophy, which I don't have footage for, but I did it, was use this stun thing on 25 enemies. Oh, and spread throughout some levels, there are these challenges you have to stop and do, and you can either get bronze, silver, or gold based on how fast you do the challenges. And there's a trophy where I have to get gold on every single one. So I did most of them throughout my playthroughs every time I saw some, but I had to clean up some at the end. The same level, we get introduced to the motorcycle. Now, the motorcycle is my favorite thing in this game. I just love the motorcycle levels, and thank goodness there's a ton of them, because I'll tell you when we get there, but we get to use the motorcycle quite a bit in future levels. Now, the reason why we're on this motorcycle is we're chasing after this dude called Mitra. Now, spoiler alert, he's the final boss of this game. But basically, we live in this giant tower. It's basically a civilization inside of a building, just tons of buildings inside of a building. So there's like no sunlight or anything. And in the first game, we stayed inside the tower the whole time, but in this game, we actually get to go out because Mitra leaves the tower. So we actually get to go out into the world and chase after him. I also got another trophy in like this same level, or like the last level, and it was execute a perfect parry on these sword guys. Basically, there's these sword enemies, and they like do a special attack and like leap at you. But if you block perfectly, you can do like an execution on them, and you can do that 6 times for a trophy. But for some reason, like sometimes I only have like 3 trophies where I don't have the footage for, and it just like sometimes it just doesn't record the trophies pop up. So I have the footage of me actually doing it, it just doesn't show the trophy pop up. But I feel like that's just as convincing, or I thought that it wouldn't convince you anymore showing the footage than it would not showing you anything, because you don't actually know if I got the trophy there or not. So I also got another trophy while riding my motorcycle, and it was blow up 5 enemies with an explosive barrel. Got a trophy for leveling up 10 times. Now this next level I had a love-hate relationship with. First of all, it was extremely awesome because the mission was you had to visit these 3 different towers, and you're on your motorcycle, and it's basically like an open world type deal. It's really cool.
What?
What I didn't like about it was how the level, it took me an hour long. It was the longest out of any other level I've had to do yet. But also, the enemies it introduced was terrible. The one I hated the most was these freaking sandworms. They just sat back and shot like balls at you, like acid spit balls. And guess what? When you went up to them to hit them, they went underground and went to a different location and started shooting at you again. I also got a trophy for killing 10 enemies with my bike, but this is one of the trophies I don't have footage for. But here's me running into a robot with my bike. Now after that hour-long level, this is where everything starts to get a little crazy.
What was that?
Strange. Keep moving. I'll scan the area. Shit, this does not look good.
What? Kira, just tell me what you see.
Wait, It's big. It's moving very fast. I don't know.
Kira, I need info.
It's right in front of you. Uh-oh.
Shit! Here goes.
Oh, shit!
Yeah, so this sandworm's name is Naga apparently, and it ate us, and basically we just have to drive around the inside of its body, hitting these little weak points, and basically she falls over and dies.
Hey, took that sucker down.
We pull up, try to steal this robot head, but Mitra and this other dude stop us, and we get taken to this realm, and it starts replaying our old memories. Also, I forgot to mention a little tiny detail that doesn't really matter, but Mitra, before we started chasing after him on our motorcycle, kind of chopped off our leader's head.
Hi, how are you?
Also got a trophy for killing people with my laser hand. We woke up from this weird realm. We realize it's been 3 weeks, and we get on our bike and get out of there to Dharma because our crib is being attacked. Also, this dude has decided to betray those other meanies and help us.
Finally. Thought you'd never show up.
Go to hell. I'll end you for this. Wait, where is Mitra?
Ah, so that's how you're here.
Answer me.
To be betrayed by a brother is a tragedy, but to be betrayed by both of them, that's a funeral.
You stabbed me without that.
Say your prayers, Nugget.
So this dude basically has 3 different phases he swaps from. The red one is just one where he jumps around and swings at you with his scythe. Pretty simple. But then the green one is where he just powers down at a place, and you have to destroy these totems with enemies around them to hit him. So you're not actually fighting him, you're fighting these random enemies. But then my most hated one is the blue one. The blue one is he jumps to the farthest tile away from you, starts shooting missiles at you, and then when you get close to him, he just like unloads his minigun at you, like straight inside your face. Now it's not even the minigun part that's bad, it's the missiles. They're like homing and he like shoots straight on top of you. We get a trophy for defeating him though, of course. We go back to HQ and get a trophy for having our motherboard fully leveled up. After that, we get a trophy that same level for getting a combo of 15 or more.
Umber, right on time. You're alone. Give up. You still don't get it, do you? There is nothing left to give up.
Stop this madness, Mitra.
Rahul. Well, now it got interesting.
This is your last chance to give up.
And you really think I'm going to take it?
The other option is death. Choose carefully.
Already did.
Now, before I get into this boss fight, I just want to say there was like 2 levels I didn't go over. But again, they're just like filler levels with just a bunch of parkour and enemies, you know, and both of the levels like main goals are literally to track down Mitra, so I just skipped to the Mitra boss fight. Now, about the boss fight, the first half of it was extremely easy. Here's how it goes, is he has a few attacks he can do, but the only one where you can actually fight back is the one where he throws these knives on the ground and that they send out pulses and you have to jump over them and pick them up, and after you pick all of them up, he comes up behind you and attacks you, and then you can perfectly parry it to hit him. Now after you do this a few times, you can actually go up to him and hit him, and he like takes you to this like realm and you fight him for a little bit there and do some parkour, and then you go back. The reason why the second phase was the reason this challenge took me so long is, first of all, more knives on the ground, so that means more jumping over crap to actually hit him. But the most difficult thing about this is that the reactor that we're standing beside starts shooting like beams every like few seconds out on the track, and you have to dodge them while simultaneously dodging all of his attacks, because one of his attacks is he just shoots like these X's and like arcs at you. Like, also the beams from the reactor only come one way, so if he's on the other side you have to pay attention to both directions while you're being shot at by freaking arcs and while a nuclear reactor is shooting at you. So that was the hardest part about it, but we finally ended up taking him down and we got a trophy for it. And that is the end of the main story. Now basically what we have to do now is we have 16 trophies left before we can get the platinum, so we're just gonna go through all of them and I'll tell you if one of them was difficult. First, we get a trophy for mind controlling somebody and them getting 5 kills. Next, we had to beat a level without dying, and I decided to go for the very first level because I'm the GOAT. I got a trophy for killing 3 totems in under 45 seconds on this dude's boss fight. Then we beat the first boss again without the help of Bakunin's taser. We took out 3 guys with a single use of a shuriken. Those challenges I was talking about at the beginning of the video, yeah, we finished the last one of those and got a trophy. I also completed the first level again, but this time I had to do it without using a basic attack. I also pushed this dude off for a trophy.
I'm in position.
Also, there's 2 trophies I don't have footage for. One's called Be Like Water, where I have to defend 10 bullets in a row, and I got that one pretty easily. And there's another one called The Floor is Lava, where I have to kill 20 enemies while on the grind line. The next 4 trophies I'm about to talk about are all related to collectibles, so I'm just gonna go through them really quick. The first one is Garbage Man, where we have to collect all the artifacts in the game. The second one is Eavesdropper, where I have to collect all the audio logs in the game. The third one is Live by the Sword, where I have to complete my sword collection. And the fourth one is Chewing the Scenery, where I have to get all of the collectibles in total. The second to last trophy before the platinum is All Jacked Up, and I have to get all the upgrades. But by far the worst trophy to get in this game is God Runner, and you have to complete 5 levels without dying. And there's not just extremely easy 5 levels. You have to actually have some skill to get this trophy. It took me like 6 hours in total to get like all 5. Like the average platinuming time for this game is 20 hours. And I spent like 25 to 30 hours platinuming this game, and it was genuinely just because of this trophy. Finally, I finished my last no death run and got the platinum.
The Ghost Runner. Knew it.
And just like that, I've platinumed Ghost Runner 2. After playing it for like 5 hours every single day for a week, I finally got the platinum. And thank you guys for watching, and tell me if you want to see more content, as in getting platinum trophies and stuff. I'm thinking about doing some platinum trophies here and there, doing some challenges for games here and there, and upload probably about once a week, because these take a while to get out. But yeah,